Everybody, so I did a thing. I got this in my store. Was not expecting to do this, but the hype sort of got to me a little bit. I was right on the cusp. Did a video the other day about getting him. I want to show some gameplay. Not a lot, not a bunch of decks, just the ones I've got. I know a lot of people are interested in Kang. We'll do deck stuff later for those with lower collection levels even. So if he does pop up in your store and you think, hey, maybe I should get him, is this just an end game player card? My gut tells me no. I think Kang can fit in basically any deck, but we're going to do some gameplay with the deck that I've got currently and that I've been playing. That is my negative deck. I took out Angela for Kang. I think the biggest thing I'm probably going to see with this is maybe not necessarily huge cube gain here, because the negative deck already has the ability to sort of surprise your opponent towards the end. Now, again, anybody who knows a negative deck is not necessarily going to be surprised, but there are some opportunities that I've already been playing with them where I've definitely been losing and I've snapped, and because I was about to play Kang and somebody retreated. So I'd get one cube when I normally would have gotten none. So that's probably the biggest benefit for sure for me right now. But we're going to do some live streaming later today and see if we can bake some more decks. But right now, let's see what we can get out of this. All right, the first game, I actually get Kang in my hand. We'll see if this leads to anything. It's actually a good hand to start, but obviously Atlan can screw everything up. So Kang ended up not happening. The opponent just snapped, just a regular gameplay, but thinking Atlan. All right, now we got a second game with Kang. Kang Gang. See if we can actually play this one out. I actually don't really like my hand at all, so this could be one where it just is a straight up bluff. All right, so this is a complete and utter loss. Complete and utter loss. I am expecting them to stick through this snap regardless, but I'm going to snap and Kang and see what happens. If they stick it out, I'm bouncing. This is only to win a bluff snap. They play through. That's hilarious. So they got a second Morbius with discarding the Helicarrier. How the heck did they get that? So super cool animation. I'm expecting to still to bounce from this. I escape, obviously. So that just helps me make sure that I don't risk anything. But again, this was gonna be a loss regardless. All right, Kang starts in the hand. I don't love my hand start, but we'll see how it plays out. So this could definitely get interesting because I feel like I'm probably in a losing situation here, but I'm playing Mr. Negative on turn 6 and planning a Kang turn 7 and hoping that they already snap, but I'm hoping that causes them to potentially retreat. We'll see. Ooh, this could get fun because the way this is set up, they've obviously doing a bunch of ongoings on the right. I've got a negative, and I can actually play something decent with a Super Scroll and a Mystique on the right-hand side, and then maybe an Ironheart or something somewhere else. But let's see what happens. There's the semi-bluff snap. So Mystique to copy the Onslaught, and then obviously Patriot. That was fully expected on the right-hand side. Question is can I super scroll enough into getting what I want? Now, the Patriot makes it so that I really don't gain any benefits from there, but we'll see. Just trying to stack up points in the mid there. I sort of want to steal a little bit on the right, but we'll see here. I think they're probably going to stick it out. I actually don't think I could gain what I want to here because I'm not going to gain I don't have any ongoings out here. Normally I do. I can't get my doubles up. So it's a little bit unfortunate. And even if I rogue over to the right, unless I snagged that Patriot, which is, I mean, a 1 in 4 chance, it's probably unlikely. So I'm going to retreat later and hopefully save myself some cubes. So that there would be the benefit of Kang in that situation, whereas I might have maybe tried to think that I could have played that. But the truth is I didn't. The only way I could have pulled that off is if I actually had a real Iron Man in my hand that I could have played on the right-hand side or in the middle. If I would have negative him and I could have played Skrull, Iron Man, and Mystique, yeah, I would have smoked it. I would have absolutely taken them cubes. But unfortunately, I didn't have my Iron Man or even my Blue Marvel. I probably would have been able to pull off there, but I didn't have the points to do it. But it saved me some cubes. I do have a Kang. This is another sort of zoo, probably Patriot type deck, though. We'll see. I do have a Skrull hidden middle. All right, so the opponent just snapped. I'm Kang in here. You got to make sure not to play that in Dark Dimension. We're going to see what they're going to do here. I have a Rogue that I might throw mid. I've also got a Mystique that I could copy a Blue Marvel that I played middle. So let's see what happens with the Kang. I'm going to also snap to see how it goes. So they play it out. Now the unfortunate part here is it doesn't show what they have mid, but everything they did was mid. So it's probably a Patriot. It's, you know, maybe an Onslaught again. We'll see. Again, that animation is so cool. So for content purposes, I don't know if this is a great idea, but I'm still snapping. So everybody's snapping and there's all kinds of weird graphic things happen. It's all going to blow up. We just got to see how this one plays out. They still do the same play. I obviously mess up with Mystique because I meant to put her mid, but that's fine. I always forget about that with the dimension. So there goes his Patriot. And even though I totally screwed up, yay, 8 cube win. That Dream Dimension or Dark Dimension always messes me up. But yeah, so the Kang helped me know that they were going to probably put still middle. I already kind of knew what they were playing, but you know, it was going middle. So I'm like, okay, I want to keep my things middle. I did screw up a little bit here with my obviously Mystique. That's just me being mental and it's early and my brain doesn't work so good sometimes. I was up late last night too doing Kang things. So that was a win. That was an 8 cube win that helped me sort of jump a little bit. And again, like I've been mentioning in my videos, I'm in between 86 and 91 lately and it's just been brutal. Ooh. Kang to start. Tragedy in the Project Pegasus in my hand though. This is just insane, unfortunate. Like, this is so bad. I literally am gonna waste all of these. The only play I can do is Shuri and hope that I get... The only card I could get that I could play next turn would be Zabu, which is just terrible. And it's a total waste of Shuri. So I can't even bring myself to do that. That's too bad. Meanwhile, they get a She-Hulk. See if Kang can bring me back from that. Definitely not now that I don't have a Mr. Negative. Yeah, so unfortunately, the game has just been cruel to me here. I can't play any of my cards. The 3s that I have are still trash. I mean, I could have played my Mystique or my... I mean, I guess at this point, I could play this and hope for the best. But you know what? This is so bad. This is so bad, I'm not going to retreat because I know I have Kang. Now, if they snap, I'm going to bounce, but we'll see. We'll see if the negative scares them at all. I don't think so. Like, this would be crazy. Can't play, don't want to play Kang middle. So bluff, snap, and process. I'm assuming they're gonna play that. I mean, they're so far ahead here. There's no way they're gonna back out here. Just no way. Yeah, and rightfully so, they did not. So I will 100% back out of this, but it's nice to sort of see into the future a little bit what likely would happen. And if I could have got them to back out for a cube, Not so bad. I did get a Kang. I'm gonna extend here, but I'm not feeling good about this game at all. You know what? Let's, they just snapped, so let's Kang now. We're gonna Kang now because I'm not feeling good about this hand anyway. See if that does anything. Now, if they skip their turn straight out, let's see what they do here. So death, all right. Zola. That's interesting. Doesn't that, I was gonna say, doesn't that just send a 2 around? I literally just helped them. Like, really? That's hilarious. Kang, what are you doing to me? You're hurting me. This person's probably like, oh my God, thank you so much. I'm not even going to stick around this one because I know they've got a death card they're going to play here. This isn't going to go my way, but I love that Kang literally probably cost me a game right there. That's just hilarious. I mean, I don't know how I would have known anybody would have done that, but that's pretty amazing. So I just got Kang on my river, and I've got a Mystique and a Scroll to copy. My Mystique, I can copy Iron Man and send it on multiple locations, and Scroll, which would copy all the blue marvels. So I'm actually not going to play Kang here because I feel pretty confident in the ability to pull this off, where I'm sitting here going, okay, Mystique Iron Man, see, they snap. So actually, you know what? Because they snap, let's Kang and see what they get. What's their play? And can my Mystique Super Scroll get it? All right, they play it out. A Cerebro. And then they leave. So that copies there. They're playing that first. And a Mr. Fantastic. So I like everything that's happening here. I'm 100% going to go through this. I'm still going to snap it. It helps me see what's going through here. I should probably math it all out, but I think with a Mystique as doubles and then a Super Scroll to basically copy all of that, oof, that feels pretty good. All right, y'all ready for this? See if they change what they were gonna do. Does that scare them away now? Is it gonna cost me something? Or am I just bluffing? We'll see. We will see. I sort of hope Mystique goes left, but all right, still does the same thing. If he changes anything with the first play. I'm guessing not. They're probably feeling pretty good about this play. Nope, they kept everything exact same. All right, hopefully go left. Not the end of the world if it goes. Oh no, I'll lose right. All right, perfect. Iron Man. Now let's see. Now that's just all over the place. Oh, wow, that's just all over the place. All right, I'll take it. Now, only 4 cubes versus the 8, right? I think that's what shows up there. I can't even tell. But it was a win. Now, could I have done that without the Kang? Did it cost me 4 cubes? Maybe it did. You know what I mean? Maybe they got scared. Maybe I scared them. We have a Kang in hand here, but again, another trash hand, especially for a negative deck. Likely not going to work all that great, but we'll see how this shakes out. This is probably some sort of Cerebro deck. I don't love the play here because they've got a lot of stuff going on. I was debating maybe messing around with Kang, but again, I think if I play him, like this person should feel 100% confident in how they are. There's no way I'm going to be gaining that many more points mid. And I can only play this in one spot, unfortunately. So this is, again, a loss. I can't do anything here. With the flooded and the only play 6 cards, I don't have any in my hand. We're going to Kang to see if we can... This is a bluff. This is all this is a bluff. We're going to see what happens. Maybe I scare them away, but nope, they play. So, I mean, again, I copy that stuff. I can't get anything to the right. I've only got 2 cards in the middle. They Cerebro it. I mean, I copy that cool story, but I can't get enough mid. I mean, I'm still 12 points short. So none of that works very well. So in that regard, it's nice just to see, like, is there any chance for me getting this? Like, is there any chance? I don't know. Like, I mean, let's just see what happens here. And there's not. I mean, I can't do anything to play any cards anywhere else. So I'm really stuck. This is my baby card, like my main squeeze card, and I just can't play it. So now I'm you know, I'll retreat later. And, but that, I mean, so maybe I might have thought about playing that, but no, it's sort of like, okay, now I know not to play it out. So in that regard, I save a cube. All right, so we start with Kang again, but Iron Man's in the hand. You know, and I'm starting to think that maybe a negative deck might not be that great for him because, like I said at the start of this, a negative deck already has a lot of surprises in it. So when you Kang it, it's one card that, I mean, it's fun. I love having him in there, and maybe it saves a little bit, but I just don't feel like I've been gaining really anything since putting him in my hand. I feel like while I struggled a little bit sometimes to get what I need to, like this is a perfect example. I didn't get great cards in my hand. I've only got one avenue to bring Mr. Negative in by turn 3, and that's Zabu. And if I don't get it, I'm sort of SOL. I love that there's a Wong out here, but again, what's that have to do with, you know, anything else that I got going in my world? So I don't know. I'd love to hear from you guys what you think. You know, where is this stuff at now? Again, like I want to, you know, see what we can have play here. They snapped. So, I mean, I can straight up Kang right now. I can straight up Kang and see what they're doing and go, okay, now they've got priority though. So no matter what happens next turn, I can't rogue that Wong, you know, so they're going to get it no matter what. But, you know, for the purposes of this video, let's just snap and turn, because I mean, I think I ultimately need to make some more decks out of this. I think that, you know, it's a cool card. It's a very strong card. But all right, so now I know they're going over there. So it's like, okay, so maybe I actually consider, you know, roguing middle instead of magicking here. So you know what? For content purposes, let's see how this plays out. Let's rogue middle and see what happens here. This is going to be very different. This is something that I normally wouldn't have done here, right? So I'm going to rogue middle. I'm hoping I'm stealing that. And then I'm also going to Shuri middle. And we're going to see what happens. Okay, now the best card that I could get. Now they're still snapping. And it's kind of like, okay, now do they put their She-Hulk mid and maybe they've got something else they could play here? I don't know. But we're going to see what happens. They still have priority. I'm expecting them still to have something that dramatically helps that. But we're gonna play it through here. There's a She-Hulk. All right, so it's 40. Now, do I get anything I can really use? No, not really. I mean, I can, you know, really nothing. There's nothing I can do here that actually helps me. So it could have been really cool if I had gotten maybe Blue Marvel here, gotten some double, like some double ups on it, but I really didn't. It's sort of a weird steal, but it's fun. You know, I think it's cool. Should I have played maybe something slightly different? Maybe I go with, you know, Ironheart here and get some points going. But again, there's a She-Hulk there. I'm expecting a full Taskmaster. So did that just cost me? But that was for content. I would have never done that if it wasn't for content. 100% no. But it was helpful as far as seeing that. If I had something in my hand that I could actually play for that, then I think it would have been really good and helpful. I think it would have been a great card. So we get Kang here. We'll see how this plays out. I'll sort of fast forward. Yeah, this is again another Cerebro type deck. I've got nothing here, so this isn't going to be a good example to do this on. But just no, I'm not getting anything in my hand here. This is going to be an escape. I mean, you know, this is just trash. So again, let's just play Kang, bluff snap, and end. We'll see what happens. This is 100,000% loss. Like, this person would be insane to retreat here. Just straight up insane. But it literally costs me nothing. All right, and they play, so that's fine. And they Cerebro, which is sort of what I expect. Now, unfortunately for me, I don't really have anything good. I can't, even through that, I love seeing what they've got. but I've got nothing that I can even beat a weak hand like that on, which is really sort of unfortunate. Hey, a free Kang. Not that it matters, he's free anyway. So I'm Kanging here. So this is an interesting one where I'm doing okay in certain spots. I have the super scroll I have to remember has Cosmo in the middle. So I have to play my Kang over here. I don't know if I'd want to bluff snap this one. I think this is probably a Zola play mid. Or actually it can't be because I have my super scroll. So we'll just, we'll see what happens here. Maybe a Taskmaster left. No bluff snap here, just straight up Kang. Yep, Taskmaster left. And Titania right. Okay. The question is can I win either mid or left hand side? So I think if I can do this, then I can win. We'll see. Now I think I can get this. Now if I snap, do they believe me? I don't know. I mean, I actually want to play this through. So is this going to cost me cubes by playing Kang and letting it go through? We'll see. They still play it through. They just Taskmaster that time, which is interesting. So I still got my cubes. So you know what? It just depends. It's just like, you know, I'd like to talk about Texas Hold'em, poker, all those sort of things. I got my cubes out of it. It was good. I knew exactly how to play that. So in that regard, that helped me. That absolutely helped me. It's a match that maybe I wasn't sure exactly how it would have played out. Maybe some more experienced players, people playing card games for a long time, knew exactly how that played, because obviously they can't Taskmaster anywhere but left. And I can't put any on reveal cards anywhere but left. But it helped me sort of see where some things were at and go, okay, now how do I want to play this out? What do I want to do? Can I win this? All right, that's what he's got. I know what he's going to play, so let's make sure we do that versus maybe not retreating. Kang in general is, like I said, a super good card. It's obviously still way too early. I mean, I know the thumbnail says, you know, Kang equals losses. I did have some losses, but that might be on me too. It might not be because of the card. I'm willing to admit that. I know I've got things to improve, so that's what I got. If this video was helpful for you at all, please consider hammering down the like button, subscribing, share with your aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, neighbors, all that sort of thing. All right, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.